my fault. Hi.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So I don't know if anybody's gonna be on or not.
I don't know.
But we just did our first. Well, I just did my first DylanTalksTone radio show on KPRLive.com with a co-host. It was awesome. We were just talking about how cool it was that I'm super glad that she did it. I think it was a good mix of conversation, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I hope so. Did any of you watch?
If
do you
any
have
of
an
you
opinion?
listened, do you have an
I
opinion?
love constructive criticism. I do.
And actually, that being said, for those of you that didn't get a chance to listen, tomorrow I'll post a link so that you can listen to it in replay and tell us what you think, because we really want to make it better.
Feedback is good. It's new. I mean, we're what? Is this 4 episodes in?
This is 4.
This is 4. Our first one together.
We got to do 48 of
So
these
we're
a
just
year.
learning.
So yeah, we're really.
So Alan says it was a great show. Leslie adds to the show. Aw.
Well, thanks.
Thanks.
That's great.
I'm glad you're listening. Thanks.
We were just talking before, and I wish we would have started earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about what we should have talked about with
Yeah,
y'all.
what we were talking about on the way driving before I was like, oh crap, I wanted to go live, was I think it was really cool to have somebody. First of all, she knows way more about guitar stuff than she thinks because of just being around it all the time. But also, it's fun for me to have somebody that doesn't know totally everything, so that it makes it to where I can explain stuff better. I think it gives it a better flow when I'm not just talking to the wall, because I'm literally staring at a wall talking to
Yeah, but
myself.
it gives you somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
So if you can explain it to me, that means you can explain it to the beginner guitar person. You can explain it to the snobby person who doesn't know why they like what they like. Like, it is explaining it to everybody in the most basic of terms. Maybe you just know. I mean, we all have that thing, right? Like, oh, I just like it. I don't know why I like it. I just like it. But it'll even help them understand perhaps why they like what they like. So, education all around.
And all that stuff at the beginning, like the music history stuff and all that, or This Week in Music or whatever, that was her idea. And I like it because I like those other segments that are still kind of on topic. They make you think about other people's guitar tone. Okay, maybe not Milli Vanilli, but
it was good conversation.
it was still good conversation.
I would not have included, so just to touch on that, I would not have included, I went backwards, the end. So today's music quote, with the Milli Vanilli, and you have to listen to the show. I'm not even going to say it again. So the today's history that I grabbed, that was Milli Vanilli, is what made me go back to use the other one. Because the one from today's history was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, you're a liar.
If you haven't watched the show, you gotta go listen to the show. You gotta go listen to it because it's good, man. It's good.
So it's more about like the nerve of, and that was the first time, right? Like, nobody heard of that before.
No.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. That's all we'll say about that. What I want to say, because I want you to listen to it, what I liked about it, that segment though, and what I like about that stuff, is because I was telling her, if I have to do an hour-long show every week, I literally would pull my hair out, and you would not listen to it if it was an hour of like, this wire makes this electrons, and then it's just so boring. Like, there's so much other gear related stuff that we could talk about, and and tech related stuff that we could talk about and make it way more fun. And I think that's what that did. Cool. I really dig it.
So Greg said the link to your show didn't work. That happened on the first show. And I only heard of one other time when somebody had an issue linking to the show, and I thought that was a browser issue. So,
yeah, what kind of device?
Greg, let us know what you were using, what browser you were on, because we need to know that. I don't know how you link to the show.
I will tell you that I know for sure.
So Marcus says he has problems with that link too. I have to go to the KPR Live link. So what link are we talking about then? Are we not talking about kprlive.com? Like, what link are you using? I need to know this.
The only one I
troubleshoot with y'all.
I will tell you, the only one I ever share really is kprlive.com. Go find my show link.
Right.
Except for tomorrow, I will share kprlive.com/Dylan-Talks.-Tone.
Right.
I think isn't what it is or
Correct.
something.
Yeah, I actually Googled it today because I was going to share it incorrectly.
There was some issues with some browsers not showing like the music names
Right,
and
like
stuff.
the live thing too,
And I'm
right?
pretty sure, and Jack may be even on this right now, but I know that he worked pretty hard the last couple of weeks to get all that stuff fixed. So if there are certain browsers that are not being used or that are not being supported, I do need to know that.
And so next time too, so on the Dylan Talks Tone fan page, there's a private group, not that one, the actual fan page where you like the page, we start a discussion every time there's an episode. I am monitoring that now, like live as we're talking. So if you ever run into any issues, technical, you have a question about the topic we're discussing, whatever, make sure you comment there so we can talk about it, because we're actually in direct contact with the owner of the station a lot of times while our show is on too, and maybe we can help troubleshoot right along with you while we're even
I want to make sure that it works.
I want you to be able to listen.
Yep. And like tonight, with Leslie getting used to the mic in front of her and stuff, like it's going to take me a while to edit tomorrow because I'm going to go ahead and fix the audio, like
the volume.
Yep. Everything.
I sound weird in my head, y'all. Just saying.
It is a different, we do tons of videos and stuff together.
Yeah, but to watch back, like I'm just talking right now, I don't have to watch it. So I will, confession, y'all want to hear a confession? Any video that Dylan has produced that I've had to do, like he set me up and we produced various things. When we did all our music and mascara, like all the actual recorded videos that we did
all
and
of
produced,
her tutorials that she does for makeup.
He wouldn't let me watch them. He did it all, and I just had to upload them because I don't know where this girl sounds so country, but she is super country, and she doesn't sound like this in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, do I sound that country? And he's like, yep.
Yeah. So, but with the volume stuff and everything,
right.
I'm going to try to fix that before we upload it for the replay tomorrow. Because I can do a lot in post-production with that.
Yeah, so I might sound great on the replay. So if y'all missed it, I'll sound fabulous tomorrow.
No, I thought it was a lot of fun, and we're going to do it again. We're probably going to come up with some other little segment ideas and some ways to get some more quality content in there. And, I think as we do it together, because this stuff is fun and
yeah,
good.
and ideas are welcome. I would love to see you do blank, fill in the blank.
Yeah, man.
I'm not promising we do it, but you can share your idea.
Right. Yep. No, I think it's super cool.
Every Monday at 1 o'clock Eastern.
That's
Did
right.
y'all catch that earlier in the live?
Yes.
That was awesome.
Every Monday night at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
On kprlive.com.
Yeah, I have to work on my radio voice.
And please listen to the station all the time.
Yeah, there's some really cool music. Really.
Man, that acoustic stuff they played. I'm going back. So, just before the
I
show.
have a list.
All right, well, guess what? So, just before the show,
Okay.
Jack emailed me a humongous zip file.
Humongous.
With
Define
all
humongous.
1.1 gigs.
That's
with
humongous.
all of the music that is on kprlive.com. So
Really?
I have all of it. Yeah.
That is super cool.
And the reason he did that is so that we can put together our little playlists and decide what we're playing on the show, and have it. So
he said he went to the radio station to listen. He was using Microsoft Edge. So yeah, Microsoft Edge is, I'm not a fan, but we can look into that.
And as far as call-in show, because somebody was just asking, are you going to do call-ins? Yes, that is something that we are working on right now. There will be phone-in guests. We're not going to do like, you know, like call-in question stuff. Probably that's all more going to be handled by the Facebook page. So if you have questions you want to ask and stuff, that'll all be on the Facebook page. But we are going to do like guests. I'll just teaser. I will tell you, I already have spoken with Robert Keeley to do a show about compression.
Yeah, I mean, because keep in mind, this show is about tone, right? So it's not just like...
It's not just us. It's
not just, oh, cool, we're on the radio. We are trying to...
It for sure works with Chrome.
Share. Yeah, I'm a Chrome fan. I could support that message.
We are also... I have spoken with John Snyder from Creation Music Company, and he wants to be a part of something that we're doing. I've talked to Boot Arola at... B.A. Ferguson.
Yep.
Because he's an interesting one. He's a guitar builder, but he builds acoustics and electrics.
Right.
So it'll be very interesting to talk to him about architecture and some other
absolutely
tonal.
So does he do his own woodwork and things?
Yes.
Oh,
he
see,
cuts.
that's like a different animal,
he
right?
He shaves all his own braces, and I mean, yeah, it's really cool. So
that is cool.
No, we have a lot of really neat things coming, and I think as this thing grows, we also, for those of you that are not in our local area, we are in downtown Augusta, Georgia. And the big thing...
Like literally. So we always post like Metro.
Yeah.
That's
so
Metro.
That right
I don't think you can
there, see it. Right there. That's the little bar that we're usually in when I demo guitars and stuff. Yep. So the other thing is that so anyway, Masters Week is coming up, which is, you know, obviously a huge golf tournament, and we actually have two or three so far that I know, KPR artists locally here that are going to be playing that week, and I'm really, really hoping, I have not got all the details, but I'm really, really hoping to be able to do actual live broadcasts from their shows that week.
On Monday? Or throughout the week? Not just your show time?
Yeah, throughout the week.
Interesting.
I spoke with Jack about it, and we're gonna try some stuff.
I'll be in Philly. Sorry, y'all.
So, no, I think it's going to be really cool. Live broadcast stuff, do some events. I don't know if you saw, I built a charity guitar for a charity in Michigan. For a school in Michigan. We're actually
that turned out really good.
I'm really proud of it.
I could not envision how this was going to work. I really like it.
I'm pretty proud of it. It came out well. Especially considering it literally was like an Orange County Choppers 3 weeks. Yeah, it has to ship tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, and I found out about it.
Of all the worst times to have a birthday weekend, we were out of town, y'all.
3 weeks ago, I found out about it.
Darn.
So, I mean, this has been
no
like
regrets.
the
Supercross.
gnarliest. Yeah, Supercross.
It was awesome. Any Supercross fans? It looks good to me. Yeah, the orange one. I really like it.
Yep. Well, hey, we're going to go see some music. And I'm actually going to test the guitar and everything. Thanks for listening, everybody. And if, like I said, especially with this show, this thing, we're putting a lot of time and effort and money and stuff into it. And I am really passionate about it. I mean, I've always said that I mean, the guitars and the pickups and stuff, they pay the bills and they keep the lights on. But what's really cool and what we really enjoy doing is helping everybody do what they do. And this show is, between this and the YouTube channel, this is the thing, man. And I really, really appreciate everybody's support. So share it around as much as you can, and be a part of it as much as you can.
Yeah, and invite people to the station, like, you know, unsigned artists that have great music. Let them share their music.
Right.
You can end up anywhere. You want to be on the radio station, so
yeah, absolutely.
be a part of it.
We just have to tell off a drunk person just now.
He's not drunk. He's just begging.
Oh, is he?
It's very aggravating. It's the same people every time.
It is too. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you have a local musician who has original music that they own, go to hit the submit button on the radio station and get that stuff in there, man. We are accepting all genres of music, and they are getting their own play times and stuff, like, you know, playlist times, and eventually it's gonna evolve into like DJs actually handling each of the genres and really knowing the music and stuff. So that is constantly evolving as well.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh yeah, no, this is really, really cool. I have another meeting tomorrow. We had one last week about this thing. I'll just tell you a little something. When I first got the phone call from Jack, he was like, "Hey, so, you know, I've got my radio show, Gear Guys Radio, on Wednesday nights." He's like, "Would you want your own on Monday night?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I would. I'll just do an audio version of Dylan Talks Tone YouTube channel." And he's like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "Maybe what we'll do is put a little submit button so some people can put some music in. And, you know, that way we'll have a few songs to play on the show, maybe a few minutes before the show, maybe a few minutes after." And that was our radio station. Like, it was going to be 2 shows. It was going to be kind of for him to keep his thing going that he's been doing for like 5 years, and to help me expand into the internet radio, new audience for me. And then the next thing you know, it's like, dude, I got like 12 hours of music. Hey, I got like 28 hours of music. Hey, I got like 46 hours of music. And all of a sudden it was like,
this is happening.
Like it was, oh, we got to buy more bandwidth. You know, who's telling me about this? We got to buy more bandwidth because people are listening to this thing, and there's this many people on. And we had 81 people on, was the minimum tonight for our show, you know. And we're not really buying advertising yet. We don't have all that stuff in place. This is just kind of word of mouth. It's just blowing up. So, plus our YouTube channel has almost doubled since this. So everything's just kind of going crazy, and it was not planned. This was literally just going to be a little kind of fun thing that Jack was going to do on Wednesdays and I was going to do on Mondays. And now it's turned into, no, let's support local musicians everywhere, and let's give them a place to exist. Because you can't just put your music on the radio. There is nowhere that I know of that you can just hit a button and your music is on the radio.
And you can't do it on this one either. You have to actually fill out the information.
Yeah, you have to fill out.
Don't be sending us files.
Yeah, don't email me stuff. You have to go through the website. That's for legal reasons. That's not because I don't want to hear your music.
Absolutely.
That's for, you know, that's for legal reasons. But no, there's really nowhere else that I can think of where anybody anywhere, and, you know, it's even on the music that I don't personally like, I still listen to it and I go, those people put work into that, and I get it. I get what they're trying to do.
And I haven't heard anything that sounds like, oh, that makes me think of such and such. It's all very original
music.
Good.
Yeah, it's really good. There's been some stuff that I feel like, oh, I can definitely see their inspiration came from X or Y, but at the same time, the amount of people that have submitted music where it's been like, these people are not afraid to do anything, has been really, really cool too. So anyway, check it all out. We're gonna go listen to some music. And
speaking of music,
yeah, I can hear it from here.
This is what we do.
This is it. We will talk to y'all soon.